Hello there, welcome back to Profneel. It's a pleasure having you here. We're talking about the reluctant entrepreneur who turned into be an outlier. I'm in Ahmedabad now, the city where I was born and brought up now. Born and brought up. And I called on my school senior by 2 years at the stxaviershighschool, High School, Loyolhall. Now, the beauty of a small town is that the relationships last for a lifetime. More so if you played inter-house sports and you played inter-class, you played for the school teams also, as I've done with Johny D'Costa. So that further forges the relationship. So it was not surprising at all to when we met each other after 5 decades or more. He had passed out in 1980 from school, and then I had lost track of him. I mean, over lunch, I realized that this man is such an inspiration, and that even when meeting after 5 decades, it was as if we met yesterday. In school times, he was such a super athlete. In school times, he equaled the national record in the hop, step, and jump, 13.2 meters, and he was the first person to do 800 meters in Gujarat under 2 minutes, 150. That was the record, which still stands today. And the 400 meters record, also 50 seconds, is still a record. They still stand today. Now he broke Charles Borromeo's record, which Charles Borromeo set in Gujarat University. Charles Borromeo, if all those who are aware, was a gold medalist in the 800 meters in the Asian Games 1982. His timing then was in the Asian Games Delhi, 1 minute 46 seconds. Johny was also a beautiful football and hockey player, a very nice person. He got on application I-20s from a couple of American universities, which meant that he was eligible for an athletic scholarship from a couple of universities. But then fate intervened. He wished to go to study in the US, play sports, and settle there. But his parents were not willing to emigrate and settle in US. Now, Johny knew that his parents, he was the apple of the eye of his parents. So he chose not to go. And that was a turning point where he embraced the twist to stay back. His father had already in 1969 opened a bpcl petrol pump in the Navarampur area near the stadium, Navarampura Road. That was the absolute suburbs then, in jungle sort of thing areas, wilderness. Johny stayed back and good-naturedly, without any wrinkle on his face, let his dreams die of sports scholarship in the US, and chose to stay back, a reluctant entrepreneur. He took on managing the pump since 1989. The classic case of if you don't get what you love, start loving what you get. He became the outlier to start self-service in the petrol pumps as in the USA. But not without, this doesn't happen in India, this won't work in India. He was refused consent by the bpcl state chief. But during the national leaders meet, Johny stood his ground, the athlete that he was, and spoke to the national head, and he got his way. He was, if not the first person to start self-service in India, at least was the first person to start it in Gujarat, along with the windscreen cleaning, which we take for granted, an outlier that Johny D'Costa was. Now, all this he did after an M.Tech in polymers from the Maharaja Sajirao University, Baroda. He was with Reliance, the polyester division, process control division in Patal Ganga, Maharashtra. He started standing outside the petrol pump since 2000. And then, as I mentioned earlier, he started self-service since 2017. This is a great lesson for hospitality industry professionals and students to build guest relationship, to build customer relationship, to stand there. He stands there only between lunch hours. He goes home, has lunch, and returns. Otherwise, he stands there full day. He meets his customers, and they know him by name, and he knows them by names. 3 generations of customers, families, they know Johny D'Costa, and he knows them. Johny D'Costa's life is very inspiring, a classic case of embrace the twist to enjoy the turn. Now, what he has done, he has told his children to go and pursue their dreams, as his parents wanted him to pursue his dreams, but he chose not to. But he's told his son very clearly to go and pursue your dreams. You need not, we'll sell off the petrol pump if need be, but you go ahead, live your dreams. Even though his parents wished him to pursue his dreams, he chose not to go. And that's something beautiful about this man. He's still the nice guy that he was at school, and a classic case of, again, nice guys finish on top. So embrace the twist to enjoy the turn, as Johny D'Souza did. Thank you.